fall where they may.
You
For
feel
some
me?
reason,
I
my
like those shoes.
Thank you, boo. I was told on my Instagram that I keep up my shoe game, so hey, you guys want it, you guys got it.
I got a pair of the military Nikes, the ones that come up to here with the double strap and stuff. Yeah, and then I got the brown ones, were a little lower, but it has zippers here. And it zips down. Yo, the most comfortable shoes ever.
You know what I used to have? I used to have these Nikes, and they had the gum bottoms, and they were brown and had like a black check mark. Oh, they were so rare. I had those for like 8 years. I was so mad when somebody stole them.
Oh,
jeez. It is what it is.
But shoes are. It's funny because when you look at hip hop, it's almost synonymous with style. Like, if you're a hip-hop artist and you don't have style, people are like,
Facts.
next. When you come out, your shoes is fresh, people are like, oh.
Yeah,
you know, your
so
watch
true.
has to be fresh. You can't come out looking raga and people are like, I want to buy that outfit. No, man.
I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, you know, everything else can be off, but your shoe game, bro, this is on point. You good money, man. Yeah. Good money. And it's, you know, I tell people all the time, it's not even the shoes. Sometimes you could take some ugly shoes. I have ugly shoes in my closet, but people look at me and say, yo, where you get those from? It's the way you style it up, the way you dress it up. You can make anything look good.
Yeah.
It's like I can make a $5 shirt look like I paid $100 for it. It's just the way that you style it up and make it.
Okay, now right there, like that's not even this. Why? Who needs $100 shirt?
Simon Cowell, who pays $250 per T-shirt.
Okay, but he's in a different atmosphere. Like, let's leave that alone.
He's definitely in his own atmosphere.
Listen, if I was wealthy right now, I'd be more like Bill Gates. Like, I'm just wearing regular stuff. I don't want people to know that I'm wealthy. Like, that's what I would do.
You know who he would be? He would be that Jamaican man who put on the mask. To put on the mask to go collect his weed.
I would too, you know. I don't want nobody knowing that I got $1 million.
Because he doesn't want his family or any of his friends to know that.
Because, you know, all of a sudden it's like, hey, cause, you can't let me have thing now. Come, you can't bring me to a beef patch, no?
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first seen it, I was like, yo, why he gotta be Jamaican though? Only Jamaican men.
But he couldn't wear any mask. He wore the
scream mask. Like he said, yeah, I'm a win. Oh my god.
But style is important. You know, getting back to that. I feel like when you go up, there's certain artists where their style actually carries their music. But when you hear them sing or rap, you're kind of like, yeah, but they look good.
That's so true. That's I find that with the newer generation now. That's how it's like people don't really follow what they're saying. It's more of as long as they have the catchy hook and as long as you're Gucci down to the socks or you have your Givenchy or all these type of stuff, like, you know, your Balenciagas and stuff. People look past your music now and it's like, oh, he got style, so he's fresh. So I'm gonna I don't.
But in hip hop, there's always been certain benchmarks where it's like, if you have a chain, you've made it. If you have a certain watch, you gotta have a Rollie, so it don't never stop. You know, you gotta have certain shoes, all of that. And when you're actually living the lifestyle, like, after a while, you don't get, like, sometimes I'll get up and people are like, yo, you don't care how you look? Like, yeah, I'm wearing sweats, I'm doing laundry, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, leave me alone. If you run into me at the grocery store, I'm not required to be in artist mode because I'm picking out avocados. Leave me alone.
Straight up. What they want you to look G down to the...
The thing is, like, you can look artist mode all the time, but then after a while, you know, when you're an independent artist, you don't have it like that. You're not getting 10 pairs of pants a week, you know, so you can just wear a different one every day. Nah, you gotta recycle your pants.
I need a sponsor. Kevin, I'm sick and tired of spending my money on my stuff. Like I don't mind spending money on other people's clothing brands. Shout out to Grand Slammers. I spend my money with them all the time. Woods. Nice. Chris, I spend my money with them. Arts and craft, I spend my money with them as well. A lot of Dwayne clothing. Yeah, I have a lot of his clothing too.
Now I'm getting into Mask Toronto.
You see what I mean? And even with my nails now, I'm no longer going to any of the Chinese.
All right.
It's all about Nails on Point by Shan. Yes, holla at her. Follow her on Instagram. She actually does my nails now, my little sister. Nice. She's really, really good. Check her out and stuff like that. And I'm gonna start going to, like, you know, forget these Gucci's and stuff like that. Before Gucci, there was Coogee. And I've always been a Coogee fan.
Down to the socks.
Anybody who don't know what that is, go listen to a couple Biggie tracks. You would definitely know what it is.
Yeah.
But it's like, you understand what I mean? I never had a pair of Gucci. So even with that thing of people saying they're no longer, I never wore it. So yeah. Coogee, that's different. I still got Coogee in my thing, but it's like I want to be able to support a lot of black brands now. I don't want to be giving money to, you know, people.
So shout out to Guru Media doing our clothing line.
Oh, Guru Media, yes, honey. Our new, you know, as you guys know, we have our new, we have merchandise coming out and stuff like that. I'm excited about that. I can't wait to do the photo shoot and stuff like that for you guys to see more and stuff like that. Sweaters and stuff. We got you. But yeah, Guru Media, shout out to you guys. You know, stuff like that. So, I know you were sponsored as well. What clothing brand and?
It's more brands.
Oh.
So, cause I'm signed to the label in Poland, NWJ, I got a lot of NWJ merch. So I got the shirts, I got the wristbands and stuff, the hoodie. I actually have a one of two. The Canadian flag with the NWJ logo.
Nice.
And so it's only myself and the label within Toronto. Like there's a lot of artists where like the stuff that I turn down, they need that. Just so that they can look like something's happening.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of other people when they get the opportunity, it's like, I'm too good for the opportunity.
Yeah.
But for me now, the people, Kevin's been rocking with me from time, huh? That's why it was so easy to get you on. Cause I don't even remember how we met. Like, I just feel like I just always knew him.
Are we rolling right now? We're rolling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you something after. When we cut off. Oh, Jesus.
I thought we were rolling. In your relationship, where they can understand, like, listen, I may not understand anything you do, but I understand, you gotta look the part and stuff. Because, like, every time I go to an interview, oh, sorry, you're single? Then I'm like, why?
Seriously. No, but with me, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm friendly with everybody. And, some people don't get that. Like, guys don't get that. Everyone's like, yo, at first, he used to think that I was too friendly with people. I'm like, that's my personality.
But that's being social and building relationships. Because in our industry, if you're not building relationships, and I don't mean dating each other. I mean building relationships where it's like, hey, I'm going to take you out to lunch. I want to discuss an idea with you.
You feel me?
Let's go out and do this. Like, when you watch, like, Love and Hip Hop and those kind of things, notice nobody don't ever meet at their house, huh?
It's always
outside. Always somewhere else. Hey, I'm gonna bring you to this restaurant. I'm gonna bring you bowling. I'm gonna bring you golfing. I want to discuss this business idea.
You see?
Yeah, because you're allowing the person to get comfortable in the environment, and then people don't have that guard up.
Me personally, I believe if you have a significant other in this game, and you have somebody that does the thing that I do, or if you're a rapper, if you're a singer, I need to be able to trust you. Anybody that's on your team or anybody that's part of your team, you should know who's on my team. I should know who's on your team, so that we have an understanding. I know that you're gonna have to work with females, and you know that I'm gonna have to work with males. Do you understand me? But at the same time, there comes a time where you're supposed to say, yo.
Yeah,
there's boundaries.
There's lines.
There's lines.
And they're not even in the sand. Like, there's lines on the concrete.
You feel me?
Like, this line does not move.
The man made it seem like I was in a bikini. I mean, you are on the beach sipping pina coladas, like.
Hey, but
whoa.
hey, sometimes you have to be on the beach in a bikini.
Sipping pina coladas. Yeah.
But a lot of times, I guess, significant others don't understand because they don't realize, like, for us, a lot of this, it's like someone's giving you a script and saying, here's your part. Action.
You feel me?
Like, you literally gotta pick, especially, like, music videos. Significant others go crazy. Oh, you're all hugged up on the girl.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a video.
Mine was a Tatiana. He's not going back to being a Tatiana. No. Those big booty girls. No. I can put some pillows in my butt and act like I'm a big booty girl.
Nah, listen. I'm gonna say this to the camera. Little booties matter.
Yes, they do. Thank you. Shout out to my girl Tiana Taylor, who says that little booties matter. Yes, it
I actually have a song called Little Booties Matter. Little Booties Matter.
Yes, make sure I'm in that video.
Oh, for sure. Get you pop locking it.
So where are you going? What you doing? I keep telling Kevin we need to take away your passport because clearly you're going way too much places.
So when this interview airs, I'll most likely either be in Atlanta or Texas or somewhere in between. I'm doing a tour with I Sign Myself, which is a company in the States based in Atlanta and Memphis. So we're going from Atlanta to Alabama, to Tennessee, Missouri, New Orleans.
Scary?
No, Alabama's not scary. New Orleans.
Or is it Mississippi?
And then after that, Mississippi's scary.
Yeah.
Dallas, and then Austin, Texas.
Nice.
And then after that, I'll be back in Canada for about 5 weeks. Then I head.
Hold
to
on, you
Europe.
heard that right? 5 weeks. Okay.
Then
Let
I
me
head
see
to
you
Europe.
get up and leave before then.
Then, after Europe, I'll be in Winnipeg for a week for the Northern Touch Music Festival. And then from there, I fly back to Poland, where I'll be there until September.
Oh, so you're basically gonna come back for the 5 weeks, and what are you gonna be doing when you get back?
I'll be
within
having
5
my
weeks?
album released May 11th. So my album's called Doing Numbers, which Brooklyn will be hosting.
And it's on my birthday, so make sure you guys pop out because it's about to be litty. Oh my god.
And then after that, I'll just be touring the album. My goal for next year is to get my first gold plaque.
So what's your album called?
It's called Doing Numbers.
Oh my god. What made you come up with that name? Because I know you've been
I did a
doing
song
this for quite some time.
where it goes, check the scoreboard, my team doing numbers. Yeah, we doing numbers. We go hard, we play hard. We put in work, we go something like that. And then it comes back to check the scoreboard. And I mean, it's a metaphor for sports and that kind of thing. Like, you got to check the scoreboard and make sure you're up.
Yep.
Because, you know, other people is doing work, but if their defense and their offense isn't right, you can get around them and keep scoring. So I'm trying to be that guy that no matter what happens in my life, I'm going to keep putting numbers on the board.
I like that. I like that concept. So you were talking about the cover of your album. What inspired you to come up with that concept, and tell everybody a little bit about your because I know and I think it's a dope idea.
So the concept, I'm wearing a jersey from PLNY, which is a company in Poland, and basically it's representing like me going to Poland and being taken on by the label and building over there.
Because that's where you're signed, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm signed. So now it's showing like, hey, I'm doing numbers in this different place, but then when the album comes out, it's going to be going worldwide.
Nice.
So now when you check the scoreboard, like I'm doing numbers everywhere. Spotify numbers is going up, YouTube numbers is going up, Instagram's going up, everything's going up. Nice. So I got to shout out the boss, Tede, as well as NWJ, PLNY, Escribes, I see you, Yakuza, I see you, Oleg, I see you, Breva, I see you, DJ Few Few, I see you, Melody G, I got a lighter for you.
Listen, I had to let him do that because you guys don't even understand when it comes to shout outs. People, really, if you miss one person, trust me, you're going to have to explain to that person why you missed them. So is there anybody else you want to shout out in Poland? Because I know you have a huge team.
I got to shout out Money Mike. Money Mike was the one who...
Money Mike in Poland?
No. So, okay, what happened is, his name is Mikal.
Oh, okay.
But every time when I was with him, I would see him talking to somebody. He would be giving money or getting money, so I called him Money Mike.
I cannot. DT.
Yeah, he says it all the time. It's like, DT, why'd you call me Money Mike? Now everyone calls me Money Mike. So, Money Mike, shout out to you, man.
Only DT will come up with a name like
that.
Yeah. Really?
But the thing is, when you're talking about the shout outs, is when you look at it, a lot of times in Canada, everybody wants to look like they're doing it on their own. But if you watch movies and like producers and stuff in America, they listen off everybody. Well, you know, I was with the director and, you know, the director of photography, and I was with this person and that person. Like, they want to show who the team is and give everybody credit. When you do that, it makes it a lot easier for your journey and the climb.
Yeah.
Because now everybody's like, hey, you recognize me for what I did. I would like to do more for you. Right? If you don't recognize people, then they're like, the next thing they're like, hey, can you help me? Nope, I got nothing for you.
Facts. So I know we were talking about before on camera. You were talking about working with a lot of artists and things like that. I know you've worked with a lot of artists, and I know before we get into that, I know you do a lot of artist development and things of that nature. What made you actually start doing artist development and teaching others? I know you obviously did it for yourself and molded yourself, but what made you decide you wanted to, you know what, let me take this on and help others?
So when I started off as an artist, a lady by the name of Spice, she has a company called Platinum Dreams. She took me on and developed me. And like, she did it old school. Like, I'd be going to meetings and I couldn't say nothing. I'd sit there and write notes. And then it got to the place where she's like, yo, if you're an artist and you don't want a mic, you're not an artist. So I went and bought me a mic. And she's like, you gotta be doing push-ups, you gotta be doing sit-ups, you gotta be running. Run while you rap and do all these different things, and she developed me to understand the business as well as the entertainment side.
Yeah.
So then, as I started getting bigger, I was like, okay, now I'm understanding these things. I want to learn more. So I went to school and took artist management. So I actually have 2 certificates in artist management.
Nice.
Then I was like, well, if I'm learning this and I'm doing these things without having all the team that everybody says, I can teach other people to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've just always had a passion for helping people and being like everybody's big brother. So then I was doing that. I was like, yo, I could take artists across Canada and bring them to the States or bring them to Europe, and started figuring out how to do that. The problem with that, though, is a lot of times people's budget don't match their inspirations. So they'll be like, yeah, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that. You're doing it, so why can't I? It's like, I'll tell you why, but you won't believe me. It's like, for me, it doesn't matter the cost. I'm going to find a way to do it.
Yeah.
Or if there's an opportunity, I'll get there. Like if Kevin right now is like, yo, DT, we're going to be doing this big thing in Australia, and I'll get you on the show and you'll get interviews and everything, but you got to get there. All right, I'm on the phone. How am I getting to Australia? Let me call up some sponsors. Let me, you know, hit up people like, yo, I'm going to be on the stage in Australia. I need clothes. I got to get my hair done. I need the lineup. You know, so I've created enough of a team where everybody understands they're going to get their shine as well. So I make sure I shout out the clothing lines, those kind of things.
That's dope. I really like that. So let's talk about your album. How hard was this album? Was it more easier, or do you find that you put a little bit more work into this album that you're
Okay, so first
because is this your first album signed under?
Yeah, this is the first.
Yeah, because I know it
being
means
on the
something
label.
because
So I gotta shout out my producer, The Six. So about a year and a half ago, what was it? 2017, November 2017. He hits me up on Instagram like, yo, I'm following what you're doing. I like your stuff. I'd like to do a track with you. I said, okay. He sends the beat. I heard it. I wrote to it instantly and sent it back to him within about an hour. So the next morning, he wakes up and he sees it there. He's like, wow, you sent it to me the next day? Then I'm like, bro, check the time. I sent it to you that night. He's like, yo, I love your work ethic. So then he sent me a couple more beats. He's like, I just want to, you know, see how you do and stuff. And because of the way the beats were, I guess, structured and everything, like we built a sound together.
yeah.
Where certain beats, when you hear it, even though I'm not on it, you're like, that's a DT beat. So when you hear it, people are just like, I can see DT doing something to that. So now that we've built a sound, the entire album is produced by The Six.
Nice.
So we built our sound. When you listen to it, it sounds like 22 singles. Like all the songs could go on radio. I'm not cussing on none of those. Cuss on the other side.
So you have 22 tracks.
Yeah, it'd be 22 tracks.
How hard was it? Cause I've heard.
I recorded about 50.
You see that's the thing. Like I've heard and I've seen from like watching Love and Hip Hop and all these type of stuff.
Yeah.
When people are in the studio, I've heard like artists say the it's crazy that when it comes to making albums, you record all these songs, and then some of them that you think are the most dope. You have people listen to them and it's like nah. So it's just like you'll record 50, but only 22 will make it to the thing. So how hard?
Sometimes 50.
No, but I'm saying how hard was it for you to sit there and say, okay, these are the set?
For me,
20.
I like the collaboration process. So I went back and forth with my producer, The Six, and it's like, okay, what do you think of this one? What do you think of that one? And it's like, yo, this one's a single. This one's kind of a single, but released that 8 months later or something.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted a body of work where not only does it reflect the date and time for me, where we are in history right now, but also something that I can tour around the world with, and it kind of works in a blanket way for anywhere in the world.
Nice.
Right? So if we were just talking about, yeah, I'm in Toronto and this and that, around the rest of the world, like, what's that to do with us?
So what artists have you worked with on your album?
So we got Ray Robinson.
Hey, shout out.
Bonnie Godiva.
Ah.
Thrust. Drew. Shout out to Drew. We got a crazy song called One Night.
You guys doing a video for that?
Oh yeah.
Why am I always asking for videos? I'm such a.
we can have a video. We got a track with Destiny. Who
Shout
else?
out to Destiny.
Yeah, Mo Spence. Coco Leia has a track on there. So yeah, we got people who are grinding around the city.
I like that. I really, really, really like that.
So for my second album, I'm planning to do something a little more legendary where I'm working on getting Maestro, Missy Me, Shot Player. Yeah, like I want those guys where we do something where it's like East meets West, or you know, the old school meets the new school, and we go in.
Mishi,
Yeah.
I'm asking you again, please, please, please. We need to hear you again. I love Mishi Me, and hopefully Julie Black. She's her voice is
I haven't been in touch with Julie Black. I would love to do something with her.
Her voice is
trying
amazing.
to do something with Kim Davis as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Oh
Natasha Waterman.
I was just about to say her name. Fire. Her voice is so. Oh, she can.
Her voice, her spirit, her presence.
Yeah, she can make
Mother
me,
Nature, man.
Yes, she can sing me lullabies all day, all day.
I've been to some of her shows, and I don't even think she knew I was in the audience till later. And I'll be there, and she starts singing, I'm like, yes, girl!
Yes,
Take us to church.
She does take you to church and back.
Oh, yeah. And literally in the show, she'd be like, all right, DT, I know you're here now.
Matter of fact, Natasha, Miss Waterman, I need you right here on my. I really need some mature.
Yeah.
I need her right here, right here.
She's
right
a beautiful soul.
She.
Especially any artist, if you're a singer and you need vocal training.
Oh yes,
that kind of
vocal
thing,
training. She's really
hit
good
up
at
Natasha Waterman or Ray Robinson. Like I'm happy now to be able to see these connections where some of our legends, you know, who are still doing it, are like, hey, listen, I can teach you some of these things.
Yeah.
Right? Because a lot of artists don't know what it's like being on the road, doing all these things constantly. Like right now, I'm sick. I'm about to go on tour, and I gotta
Yeah, you're leaving
cough
tomorrow
on all
morning,
this
aren't
green
you?
stuff. Yeah, because when you're on the road, you can't have no voice. So you gotta sit there and, you know, when we're in the car, we just put the USB key in and get it going. And let your voice rest.
Yeah, clear the throat.
Yeah, man.
Clear the throat. Clear the
It's a
throat.
frog in there, Charleston.
Okay.
Charleston.
So we talked about your album. We talked about your album release party, which I'll be hosting May 11th. I'm so excited about that. You know, we were also talking about relationships, and I always have to ask this question because ladies do ask. Are you in a relationship at this current time?
I usually keep that secret, but I am. I'm seeing
Nice.
somebody.
That's good. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. So, what do you find is the hardest thing when you're in a relationship dealing with that? And being on the road so much and stuff like that. Does she? If she can, does she try to make it out to the shows, or do you guys have an understanding?
There's more of an understanding. She lets me do my thing, because here's one thing I want you guys to pay attention to this. Okay, if you work at a hospital or, you know, the Service Ontario or the post office or McDonald's, you don't want your man showing up to your job and hanging out at your job.
Facts.
Right? So when you come to my shows, you got to remember that's my job. Right? When I'm not in Toronto, I'm actually making money doing this. That's why I don't do as much in Toronto. So for Toronto promoters and bookers, I would love to do more here, but we gotta talk business, because this isn't something where it's part-time. Like I'm literally traveling and being paid to do stuff. I'm getting paid for features. So when you come back home, you want to be able to get that same type of love. Where when I'm in Poland, like, I can't even use the bathroom by myself. Like, people are like, yo, can I get a picture? Can I get an autograph? And it's cool. And then when I come back to Canada, I'm like, all right, I can relax and be left alone. But then you have all the artists reaching out saying, yo, let's work. But no one wants to put in the budget. Right? Listen, you can get a feature from me for free. That don't bother me. But have a budget to get the mixing and mastering, to do the photo shoot, to do the video, to get the graphic design done. Right? Like, we ain't just gonna do a track and then you're not doing anything.
I like that. There's a catch right there. Like you got them right there. They're like, all right, I could get a free feature. And then when you looked at it, like, okay, I could do the feature, but who's gonna mix and master it?
Yeah.
Who you gonna pay to do that? You want a photo shoot? Who's paying for that? I like that.
See, most people look at it, they're like, well, DT, you have your team, you have your video guy, you have
So
your
what?
engineer, all of that. But yeah, those people need to get paid.
So what?
So if you want the track and the video and all of that, you have to pay for it.
Facts.
I'm barely making any money off of that. I'm making sure my team eats.
Facts. These people are rude.
Yeah.
That's like when I was doing something with, you know, I collaborated with somebody else to do something regarding the youth and stuff like that, and they needed a camera person and stuff like that. I referred Kevin, but I also let them know that at the end of the day, the man has bills that he has to pay. Like, you understand what I mean? And I told Kevin straight up, like, if they're not If they're not Gucci, let me know, because I'm the one that hooked you up with that. I'm the one that hooked you. So if it don't make no,
That's what paid for that.
If you understand what I mean? If it don't make sense, I'm not gonna send you there, because this is your bread and butter. You understand what I mean? So they knew, like.
But going with that point, I like what you're saying, because I think in our city of Toronto, we really got to start changing the dynamic where people understand, like, let's pay each other. So, you know, if Brooklyn's going to dance in the video or host an event, let's pay you. No. And then the hope is that when I'm paying you to do that, when there's an opportunity for me, you're going to recommend me. Right? No, we have to start doing that.
No, I know, but you know what it is? Like, I've been doing this thing for free for, like, how many years now, right? So everyone that comes to me just expects me to do stuff for them for free all the time. Do you get what I mean? And because I'm such a kind-hearted person, sometimes I look at them and I'm like, bro, all right, not a problem. Because sometimes people do come to me and they'll look at me and they're just starting their business, or they're just starting something in Brooklyn. I need somebody to host. Not a problem. I'll do it for you. Not a problem. But then when I need to wash my hand now and I need help and I'm reaching out to you, all of a sudden you're giving me a list of prices as into what I'm supposed to pay. And the amount of times I did shit for you for free, or not even for you, for other people who you recommended to me, I did it for free, or even lowballed my price for you. You're still looking at me sideways. So that's why a lot of these black companies that I deal with, I always try to buy their stuff so they have nothing to say.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? I'm the type of person, like Chris, I already told him from the jump, I will always support you because we're like fam. Do you understand what I mean? But if I have an event, I would expect you to just at least pop up. That doesn't, you know, I can't say that it has happened, any of these people have come up, but at the same time, I'm going to still continue to support you. You understand
For
what
me,
I mean?
in artist development, I have a rule when artists try to be around, because most of them can't afford to have me develop them at the price I charge. So I have a rule where I say, the things that I teach you, use on everybody else, but you don't try to bring it back here. So if I'm getting you to a level where now to everybody else you're worth $750, you're not worth $750 to me. I made you worth $750. So when I'm saying, hey, can I get this done, da 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 da, you also know I'm going to provide you with other opportunities that are going to give you that money. Right? But as a producer, as a dancer, as a host, as a whatever, when somebody's putting you on, you don't turn around and say to that person, yeah, this is what I'm worth.
Nah.
Right? So
I don't
think of that artist.
You know, everyone asks me all the time. Everyone's like, yo, Brooklyn, do you have a manager? I look at myself, I'm like, no. They're like, why don't you have a manager? Why do you do this to yourself? Because A, I don't trust anybody. B, I don't know what other people's intentions are. And C, I need to know that person, whoever's managing me, has the same mentality that I have. If me and you don't have the same goals, if we don't have the same goals and stuff like that, and you just want to manage me just to manage me, I'm not about that life. I can do that myself. Or I'd rather just keep with the mentors and the people that I have that's already steering me in the right direction. Might as well I stay. I feel like when people get managers for certain things, it's like you feel like in this industry you need one. But you kind of don't. Because I look at it like, I feel like right now, I feel like I'm an independent artist. Even though I don't really rap like that, do that. But I just feel like I'm independent right now. And I feel like if I had another person on there, I would have to co-sign everything. I would have to go through that person. And if that person doesn't like what I want to do, you understand what I mean? Like,
two things with that. You get a manager when it's needed, not when it's wanted.
Yeah.
Right? There comes a time where it's like, I don't have the time to do this, so I got to do all these things. The second thing is, shout out to Brooklyn, because she's on 2 tracks on my album as well. I almost forgot to say that. The other thing I was going to say is, a lot of times, people get caught so much in the semantics of the business and all these things, and they forget to have fun. As an artist, what we do is fun. Like, when I'm on the road and stuff, and I'm with certain people, like, we turning up in the car, we acting up. When I'm in Poland, we're a bunch of, it's like watching a fraternity all the time. Like, if you walk in the room with a chocolate bar, like, every man's getting a bite of your chocolate bar, you're like, really, guys?
I like that.
Whoever has the juice, like, yo, cups all of a sudden, like, just out of nowhere, there's cups, and you're like, what the hell?
Speaking of juices, I have that juice. I'm thirsty.
Right, so remember, like, what we do is fun. You can't take the fun out of it, and that's where, when you get to a certain level, that's where the manager is able to take all that business stuff, so you can be the fun person. Because when you're doing interviews and that kind of thing, and you're bored, people are like, I'm not booking you again. Right? You want the person that's going to I'm all up in your face.
So far, so good, baby. So far, so good. So I thank you. If no one doesn't know, you were the one that introduced me to Worldwide Entertainment TV and allowed me to have
I think
this
they know.
beautiful-
You said it like 3
I don't
episodes.
give a damn because people need to know. But thank you so much for coming. I hope when you come back, oh my God, are we gonna be able to get an interview with him when he comes back to check out some footage?
Listen,
and stuff?
Kevin can ask me anytime.
Are you gonna be sending us some footage while you're out there in ATL doing your thing?
Oh yeah.
I like that.
I'm also maybe doing something with Miss Goldie, so shout out to Miss Goldie in Atlanta.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really.
But Worldwide Entertainment Television, I mean, they weren't necessarily there when I started many years ago, but from I've known Kevin and WWETV, they always support. So I support in any way I can, and when I get interviews, I'm representing WWETV. I conduct myself accordingly.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Of course, like, I got an idea. What do you think of this or what do you think of that? And we just collaborate.
Hold on. So he calls you for ideas.
No.
I'm just
I call him and talk about my ideas.
I'm just playing. I always like to get. He's still single, ladies. If you guys are wondering, Kevin. Yes, Kevin D is still single, still looking for a soulmate. He's not available to work on Tuesdays, as you can see. We do our show on Tuesdays.
Huh?
Yeah. This ain't no free for all. He needs a woman that's got her head on her shoulders.
It sounds like you asking for a sugar mama.
Kids are.
Is that what's going on?
Don't worry, ladies. I'll do an interview with Kevin so you can see who we're talking about, because clearly they don't know who the hell we're talking about, this Kevin guy. So yeah, don't worry. But are you going to, before you go? Are you going by yourself? Or are you bringing any of your artists with you?
Oh no, Still DC will be coming with me, and a young gentleman by the name of Kama. He's an up and coming artist that I'm doing some stuff with. So we actually
did an interview with Still DC.
Yeah.
He's really dope.
Still DC is with me from St. Martin. He's one of the few people on earth that I trust with me on the road, where I don't have to wonder if the things that I need to get done are being done. He's already thinking about doing that. So we have that reciprocal relationship where, he's like, all right, I'm gonna film you or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. You're performing before me. He's like, all right, I'm ready. So we make sure that it's mutually beneficial.
I like that. When he was sitting here on the thing too, he shouted you out, and he basically let us know that you helped to develop him and stuff like that, and you guys work closely together and stuff like that. And I like that. I like to see that the discipline that these young artists have, and he's hungry and he's passionate, and the fact that he's not only looking at it like, oh, it's all about DT. Now he's taking that initiative to show you that, hey, at the end of the day, even though you're in the limelight today, tomorrow can be for me. And I like things like that, when artists look at it that way, opposed to just saying.
But that's the old school method that needs to come back, where it's you pay your dues first.
Facts.
So the person who's in front right now, you play your part, and if you got to carry the DJ crates or unplug all the equipment or take the pictures, you do that, because eventually there's going to come a time where it's like, hey, listen, I got a gig I can't be at. You're my representative now. And you go and you blow the show away, and they're like, wow, let's start booking this person.
Yeah.
So now I'm able to, in a sense, being in two places at the same time. Or at least have somebody on the road with me where I know, they're going to pull their weight and stuff.
That's good, and he's well mannered too. So that's shout out. That's why I said yeah.
Right now, another artist I work with, Chief Recca. He's in New York.
Nice.
He just did a show with a bunch of hip hop legends. He calls me every day like, yo, I just met this person and whatever. I was in the studio with this person. So for me, it's a great thing to be able to have that spider web of connection where so many people can trace back to, yo, I can do this because you taught me this.
Nice. Nice. So thank you again, DT, for taking the time to sit down with us. No, thank you. So remember to post up, please, so we can steal off of your page.
Oh yeah,
I'm saying that out loud. So we can follow you and see what you're doing, what you're up to, and stuff like that. And hopefully, when you come back, you'll have a video or something.
For sure.
Because knowing DT, he probably shoot a video out there when your mind takes you.
Oh, we got like 8, 9 videos.
No, I'm saying you're very spontaneous like that. Like I feel like you're that type of person that will wake up in the morning and call your whole team and be like, okay guys, photo shoot.
See, I don't have to do that because like Still DC's just like me. So literally it's like, hey bro, the sun's shining, let's get the shot. Alright, cool.
I like that. You guys need to come and do my photo shoot, Kevin. I'm sorry, ladies.
Make sure you follow me at DT the Artist everywhere.
Yes. Remember to follow me, of course, Brooklyn Honey 23. Worldwide Entertainment TV. Like to thank you once again, DT. Always a pleasure, my man. And we'll see you when you get back, man.
Doing Numbers coming May 11th, 2019. On the NWJ. That's what's up.
Yes.